Good morning, friends. I hope you're having a good morning. I just gave the dogs pepperoni, so they're all over me. So you may see a few tails in the background thinking I'm going to give them more. So anyway, I want to tell you a funny story real quickly. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. So last night, Brock and I ran to Walmart. I hate going, but there's things I needed to get that I can't get here. So I went into the store. And I was wearing these $5 Crocs that I bought for work because I have super flat feet. So I have to wear a flat shoe at work because I can walk anywhere from 4 to 6 miles a night at the pizza shop. So because I don't have any arches, I need a flat shoe. So anyway, I had these shoes on last night at Walmart with socks. I don't know if that created some kind of weird static electricity, but every time I touched something in a store, I got shocked. And I got to the point where I was like, oh, ugh. And I was so, I didn't even want to pick up something. And I would pull my sweatshirt down over my hand to kind of buffer the shock. And one time I yelled out so loud, and they were separate in the aisle. A man turned around and looked at me. And I said, I'm sorry. Every time I touch something, I'm getting shocked. And he just kind of walked away. And then the other woman, she just kind of laughed. But, it was horrible. And I had a cart full because I was like, oh, look at these plums. Look at these bananas. Look at this cheese. And I was picking stuff up. But I was like, it was a horrifying experience. I made it out alive. So here I am. So now I'm going to wash my hands because I just touched my shoe. Okay. So, Madison's home. She got home last night. She came home for a couple days to visit. She's graduating Friday. For those of you who are new, Madison's my daughter, and she is graduating Friday with her master's degree, fine arts. She's a fantastic writer and poet. So I think she just came home to kind of just like unwind before all of the madness starts. So she bullies me and says that I only cook the good food when her brother's home, which is not true. I cook for her, but when she's home, she's usually running, going somewhere with her friends or whatever. So she's going to be home today, and I'm going to fix her shrimp and grits because I know she likes shrimp and grits. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to marinate my shrimp while we are at work. So I'm going to get a jump start on it. Now, this is peeled and deveined raw shrimp. I'm not real crazy about their shrimp. It's a little mushy. So anyway, I just bought it last night, and I thawed it out. So we're going to use it. This I dropped the other day. I don't trust it anymore. I don't know if I broke it, so I'm going to be very careful. This is my olive oil spritzer. I think I'm going to have to order. Yep, I broke it. It won't work. So I'm just going to put it in the trash. No sense of saving it, so I'm just going to pour it straight from the bottle. We're going to do some olive oil in there. I'm going to move that because I spilled that the other day. And let me tell you what, olive oil is a mess to clean up. Oh. The dog was trying to eat it. I was trying to get it cleaned up. It was a nightmare. So anyway, I'm putting it over there because as my husband likes to say, that's an accident waiting to happen. So to the shrimp and the olive oil, I'm going to add some chili powder. Now these are the flavors I like. Madison likes a lot of spice. She really likes a good seasoned food. Don't come at her without any seasoning. She will not be happy. Next, I'm going to add Creole seasoning. Next, I'm going to add some turmeric, just because it's anti-inflammatory, and I love sneaking that in wherever I can. Next is seafood seasoning. Now, don't be afraid of seasoning. Find your favorites. A lot of these I get at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. If you have a Dollar Tree, you can find some spices for $1. Find the ones that are your favorite. Cook with those. Next is the, my paprika. I'm trying to put my head over here so I don't sneeze. Anyway, lepa pepper. This is my new favorite. This is a milder red chili flake. Ooh, this got my nose running. SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. Okay. As most of you know, shrimp is kind of bland in itself, so you got to add a lot of those seasoning. I'm just going to give this a mix. See all those good flavors and coloring in there. So I'm gonna throw this in the refrigerator till we come home this afternoon from work, and I will cook this up. Now, I have to make a confession. I'm not a very experienced grit cooker, because let me tell you why. When I was growing up, my dad hated grits, hated mush. If you don't know what mush is, it's cornmeal, it's fried, anything like that my dad hated, because he grew up eating it a lot. They were a poor family. My mama could really stretch a meal and do great things, but they didn't have a lot when he was little. So cornmeal was a staple, grits, mush, oatmeal. So those kinds of things, when he was growing up, he refused to eat when he got older. So we didn't have them a lot at my house. Now, when my kids were younger, he started cooking these things for my kids, but not while I was growing up and in the house. So I don't have a lot of experience with grits. So I'm going to make the quick 5-minute grits. I couldn't find the old-fashioned grits. I just didn't see them. I was sick of being shocked. I didn't get the instant, but I did get the 5-minute. So not gonna lie, I'm kind of doing a cheat. They'll be just as delicious because I'm gonna show you how to doctor those up. So anyway, that's it for now. I gotta go finish getting ready for work, and we'll be back and we'll fix all this up for Madison. So we're back home from work. I've got the stuff going for the grits. Now the recipe calls for 2 cups of water. So what I did was 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, and it's a 1/2 cup of those grits. So we're gonna stir this in. You want the milk and water to boil. I'm going to add these grits in. 1/2 cup. Get them stirred around there really well. Now we're making cheese grits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heat down to medium low. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to set the timer for about 4 minutes, and I'm going to come back, see how they're doing, and then we can add our cheese and other stuff at that time. Okay, so we've given those grits a few minutes to cook down. Here we go. I've turned the temperature down on my stove. We're going to now come in. We're going to do some salt. We're going to do some pepper. I'm going to really turn it down now to low. We're going to come in, of course, as you know, a couple slices of deli craft cheese, because that's just how we do it here. Get that going in there. I've also got my skillet going for my shrimp. So I've got about a tablespoon of bacon grease there. I'm also going to add about a tablespoon of butter to my grits. Get that in there. I've got that turned way down to low because we don't want the cheese and the grits to scorch. I think I'm going to have to change out to a regular spoon now. And we're going to add in a 1/2 cup of shredded cheese. Okay. Grab a spoon here. Get that incorporated. Ooh-wee, look at those cheese grits, friends. Maddie's going to be so happy. Now, of course, I'm going to give it a taste to see if I need to add any more salt or anything like that. They need just a little bit more salt. There we go. Now those are done. Creamy, delicious. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to keep these warm while we do the shrimp. So we're going to do the shrimp next. Go. Turn that down to low, just so they can keep warm while the shrimp is cooking. So inside my skillet here, I have just a tablespoon of bacon grease. I have that shrimp that we marinated earlier. To that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of cornstarch. right in this shrimp bag. Right here, Ruger, moaning in there, stretching out. Just working that cornstarch in there. I'm gonna add that shrimp right to the skillet. Get it spread out. There we go. Now, just gonna cook those shrimp until they're done. We'll be right back. And here we are, friends. Lunch is ready. I'm starving. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of those grits, put in the bottom. I like to eat mine in a bowl. A little bit of grits in there. I just cooked the shrimp, and I had that marinade I showed you this morning. Just finished it off in the skillet with a little bit of bacon grease, and I added a little bit of cornstarch to the shrimp before I fried it. Give it a little bit of a thickening there on that juice, and that's it. You can add more pepper or more whatever you like on top. I like it just like this. I'm gonna try it. Bite. It's hot, but you know I'm gonna try a bite for you. Absolutely delicious. Maddie's gonna love it. We cheated a little bit with those 5-minute grits, but they are creamy, dreamy, delicious. It's not gonna hurt anything. One day I will learn to make full cooked grits, but in the meantime, this is gonna do for a quick lunch. This should make her happy. I'm gonna go eat. Hope you have a great day, friends. Shrimp and grits, give it a try. It's delicious. Your mama will thank you.